One of the biggest things that separates a child from an adult is their ability to make their own decisions. If a teenager gets into a fender bender while driving a car that they can't own, no one is going to try to sue the teenager. They're going to sue the parents. The Democratic Party has proven something that men have been saying for decades. They don't believe that men should be able to make their own decisions. And if you dare make your own decision, we'll pull from our old playbook with the crime bill in the 90s, written by Joe Biden. They'll pull from their old playbook of all these subsidized housing and the projects, which, according to most black people, led to the separation of our family. And now, Michelle Obama has come out publicly and suggested that women should not deal with men who don't fall in line and do exactly as they say. I'm gonna show you some clips so you can decide for yourself whether what I'm saying makes any sense at all. Welcome to the Mr. Wilson's Got a Headache podcast. I'm your host, Dennis the Menace. This is going to be a good video, guys, and I want you to see not only this video, but future videos. So do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hop in the comment section because I want to know what you think about what I'm saying. Check this out.
Now, I recognize that there are a lot of angry, disillusioned people out there, upset with the slow pace of change. And I get it. It is reasonable to be frustrated. We all know we have a lot more work to do in this country. But to anyone out there thinking about sitting out this election or voting for Donald Trump or a third-party candidate in protest because you're fed up, let me warn you, your rage does not exist in a vacuum. If we don't get this election right, your wife, your daughter, your mother, we as women will become collateral damage to your rage. So, are you as men prepared to look into the eyes of the women and children you love and tell them that you supported this assault on our safety? And to the women listening, we have every right to demand that the men in our lives do better by us. We have to use our voices to make these choices clear to the men that we love. Our lives are worth more than their anger and disappointment. And we are more than just baby-making vessels. You are a woman who lives in a household of men that don't listen to you or value your opinion. Just remember that your vote is a private matter. Regardless of the political views of your partner, you get to choose. You get to use your judgment and cast your vote for yourself and the women in your life.
Let me help you out, Miss Obama. Kamala Harris has made a horrible mistake. Kamala Harris has decided that she's going to decide for all of America. And why do I say that? You can go back and look at MSNBC, CNN, Fox, everybody. They listed the most important issues for all Americans, not just women. And the most important issue was the economy. It wasn't women's reproductive rights. As a matter of fact, women's reproductive rights was somewhere around 4 or 5 on that list. So again, I say, Kamala Harris has made a horrible mistake by trying to take an issue that is most important to her and force it on the American people. It's either that or you need to fire all your political strategists. And just so we're clear, because women outnumber men in this country, the only way that the economy is number one is because most women feel like the economy is number one. Miss Obama, when you're talking to someone like me who listens, it's extremely hard for me not to pick up on everything that you said. The next thing that you said to women was that their vote was their own. You're exactly right. And it's the same thing for men in this country. No wife, no girlfriend, no sister, no daughter owns a man's vote. Let's keep listening.
Access to birth control and abortion pills. And she will do all of this not because she's a woman, but because she's a decent human being. She will do this because she cares about the lives of people other than herself. And that's really what this election is about, Michigan. This isn't just about what we have an obligation to say no to. It's about what we have the opportunity to say yes to. And we can elect someone who has the experience, the character, and the strength to look at all these challenges and still see a brighter day on the other side. Kamala Harris will see us, all of us. Kamala Harris will listen to us, all of us. She will protect our freedom. She'll stand up for all of our lives. She will have our backs for the folks trying to get ahead and those just trying to get by.
Miss Obama, it sounds a lot to me like you're saying that every man in this country should put what women believe is the most important above what men think is most important for themselves. I reject that 100%. And before anybody tries to make it seem like my statements are misogynistic, let me remind you of some facts. Before anybody ever threw Kamala Harris's name out as a potential candidate, during a time when Joe Biden was still in the race, Joe Biden was losing miserably among men and black men. Kamala Harris hasn't changed anything. So to say that the only reason these people are not voting for Democrats is because she's a woman makes absolutely no sense. We know what happened. We know that people were talking about how horrible the Biden and Harris administration was for the economy, but instead you try to weaponize sex against men. Joe Biden was losing this race horribly. Now the race is neck and neck. So Kamala Harris actually made a lot of ground up. So if we want to talk about why nobody's voting for her, then we need to ask you and your husband why you did not endorse her when she was running the first time. Check this out.
5 days out from Election Day, our new WRAL News poll shows the economy is the #1 issue driving voters to the polls. Michelle McConaughey joins us now to break down these new numbers. Michelle.
Yeah, Renee, the economy is one of the top issues for voters here in North Carolina. Overall, 6 out of 10 voters rank the economy as one of their top issues. 56% of respondents said health care is a top issue, and 54% said they're concerned about defending democracy. At campaign stops in North Carolina yesterday, Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump spoke directly to the issue.
I will give a middle-class tax cut to over 100 million Americans. Enact the first ever federal ban on price gouging on groceries. And fight to make sure that hardworking Americans can actually afford a place to live.
She caused the inflation by screwing up my energy policies. She caused the inflation and spending way too much money on the Green New scam. She caused it. But why didn't she do something about it?
That's what the most pressing issue is in my state of North Carolina. It's the economy. It's inflation. It's the cost of living. It's not more regulation and turning this country into some socialist country where businesses have to abide by the government's rules on what their prices should be in their stores. I'm a supporter of a free and open market. I'm not interested in government control. As I said in the beginning of this video, Kamala Harris made the mistake of not making her main issue from the beginning the most important issue to most Americans. An issue that, even though she's talked about so many different things, has remained the most important issue to most Americans. And as a result, she's lost ground. That's what I think about it. I'm interested to know what you think about it. Whether you disagree or you agree or you're in the middle, let me know. The comment section is open. Do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel wherever you're seeing this on. And like always, I'll see you on the next video.